Question 16. We have an atom of calcium, calcium-48, is ionised by removing 2 electrons. We want to, first of all, state the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in the ion formed. So the number of protons, well, it makes no difference removing the electrons. The proton number is going to be the same, so that's our bottom number down here, which is simply 20. The number of neutrons, to work out the number of neutrons, you take this number and you take away the bottom number, so that will give me 28. And the number of electrons, well, we can assume it was neutral to start with, so it had 20 to begin with, but it's now lost 2, so we are left with 18 electrons. Working out the charge of this ion now. So the charge, well, it's going to have plus 2 in relative terms because we've lost 2 electrons. So that translates to 2 times 1.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 19, the charge of a proton, which of course gives us 3.2 times 10 to the power minus 19. You will lose a mark if you put a minus there because it is a plus charge, not a negative charge. It's lost 2 electrons, it hasn't gained them. Question 3. Calculate the specific charge of the ion. So specific charge is the ratio of the charge to the mass. So we're going to plug numbers in here. The charge we've just calculated is 3.2 times 10 to the minus 19. The mass, we're looking at the specific charge of the ion now. So we've got to take the mass of the nucleus, 48 neutrons times 1.67 times 10 to the minus 27. Rather unusually, in this question, you've also got to add the mass of the electrons, which won't really make much of a difference, but the mark scheme does ask for it. So the number of electrons is going to be 18, and the mass of an electron from the formula sheet, 9.11 times 10 raised to the power negative 31. So we are going to have to take those into consideration, although I don't think it will really affect your answer very much because the mass of the electron is so small. That will give us about 4.0 times 10 to the power 6. And don't forget our units, coulombs per kilogram.